Cheryl, I wanted to send you a quick video to explain because technically, yes, you can use whatever editor you want. Now, the templates are designed for Microsoft programs or Adobe Dreamweaver specifically, although you can use anything you want. But we've designed them for those two editors specifically for one reason, and that's because we can use includes that are HTML includes, and they're client side. So instead of using some sort of a JavaScript or a server-side include, we actually have, for example, and I'm just showing you in this, this is my Sublime editor here, which is just a regular HTML editor. We have folders where we have a lot of shared components in here, like the menu top, for example, where you would go in and you would just edit the HTML in one area, right? But showing you the same page in Microsoft Expression Web, which is the one I'd recommend. It's free. So if you're using Coffee Cup and whatnot, Microsoft Expression Web, not too much of a difference in it. It's free. You just do a search for Expression Web 4 for free. Microsoft, they don't update it anymore, but it still works. It works great. It works for HTML5 and whatnot. So regardless of what you read out there, in my opinion at least, Expression Web 4 is still a great editor, especially the fact that there's no charge to it. But when you go into, and I'll just open up a page here and show you as an example. If I open up the index page here, here we have a menu up top right here. That's our top menu. Well, we go into our library, our asset library. And in this asset library, we have a shared folder. So anything that is common to all the pages, all the includes are kept in here. And here's the menu top, for example. So we just open that up, but we can put it into what's called the design view, where you can sort of just read it as a regular bullet list. And then you can just go in and go change contact to, new page. And then you can just sort of right click and do hyperlink properties and then link it to wherever you want it to go. Click OK, save, and then it updates every single page in the site automatically. It takes about 2 seconds or so, and then you're done. Okay, so that's using like Microsoft Expression Web 4 or Adobe Dreamweaver. You can use those assets. Now, if you're just using, that's where the tutorials, the video tutorials and instructions I have will show you how to update the code. It'll show you how to update it in the asset folder, right? But you can use the same information, and instead of going into the asset folder, you could physically go into each page itself, because just with a regular HTML editor, you would just go into each individual page. There's all the code right there. You can change it as you see fit. Change whatever little bits and pieces you want. The code is exactly the same, just it's one of those things you'd either use find and replace, or you just go in, update the snippet, copy and paste it into your other pages depending on how many you had. So those are just the two differences. But if you really like using one particular editor, it'll still work because it's just regular HTML. However, and if you want, we can actually create a regular HTML package for you without any library assets, and then you can use it, but you just have to update each of the components per page instead of doing it through an include, right? So, but for the costs, considering, here's one of the things that some of the folks have done, especially those who prefer Sublime Editor, which is the one I like to use myself, or in your case, Coffee Cup, is a lot of folks will actually get Expression Web 4. They get it for free. Update the library assets, just boom, in this editor, and then switch over to your favorite after that to update the content if that's the way you like to work. Because you can use two editors in one site, right? The only thing that's inclusive to Dreamweaver or to Microsoft Expression Web is the fact that we've used these include elements to make things faster for you to update. So, and one of the reasons we did that was because these are the two programs where the assets are the includes are client side, so you get to see them without, you don't have to publish a site up to see the changes take effect. You make your changes in the include page, save it, preview it in your browser, just like select a page, hit F12 on your keyboard, pulls the page up like so, and then you can see that there's the new page button showing up right there. Okay, so those sort of things take effect right away, and you don't have to have the site hosted on a server in order to see those, because most includes require some sort of a server-side include. These are client-side includes, and it makes it just a little bit easier to work with for most folks who are newer to building websites. Not that you are, but folks who are newer, it makes it a little bit less overhead